It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Weltenburger Kloster and it's their Hefe Weißbier Hell, coming in at 5.4% ABV. It's a Beerush beer, 500ml bottle. There's the bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. This company's been brewing beer since 1050. In 30 years time, that's going to be 1,000 years. 1,000 years of brewing tradition. Let's open the beer, get it out into a glass, see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. You're watching this in 2019, going into 2020. So the maths say 30 years will be 2050. And they opened 1050. That's 1,000 years of brewing. Right, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Stephen from Germany for sending me such a wonderful looking beer. I only have so many Weißbier glasses in my kitchen and they're all branded with other companies' labels, so I do apologise in advance for the Paul on a label. I'm sure they don't mind. I'm sure they understand my circumstances, or you understand my circumstances. Good levels of carbonation. Lovely looking Weizen, it really is. And it's a magnificent glass as well. We got a 5-finger white head, hazy, amber, cloudy coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. Oh, yeah. Oh, that smells fantastic. It's slightly peppery. Ever so slightly citrusy. It's a little bit earthy. And then there's clove and banana. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Terrific. Absolutely terrific. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. What a fantastic example of a Weißbier. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's peppery, spicy, clove-like, floral. There's a floralness to the beer. Biscuity, wheaty, bready. Oh, it's a terrific example of a Weizen. And have a look at this now. As I'm adding the last little bit of the beer into the glass, you'll probably be able to see that sediment there making its way into the bottom of the glass. Looks wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So it's a darker now, it's a darker kind of hazier beer. I bet it tastes a little bit stronger. The aroma is slightly kind of more pungent, a little bit more kind of like a level up of what I was smelling earlier on. Oh, just wonderful. I'm a massive fan of this style of beer. Weizens for me, Just wonderful, absolutely wonderful, drinkable. They're always presented in beautiful glassware. The Germans are very proud of their beers, their Pilsners, their Weissens, their Dunkels. They all seem to have particular glassware for the beers that they drink. It's not just a kind of like a side project that it probably is around the rest of the world, where there's no real thought process that goes into beer drinking and into beer brewing. But the Germans, the Belgians, they got it spot on, absolutely spot on. They got it down to the glassware. It's that important to them that the style of beer goes in the right glass. And they know the barman, if you go to Germany and Belgium, the barman, they generally know, they've got an education behind them where they go, you can't drink that beer in that glass. It has to go in this glass and it has to be served a certain way. I'm going to rate it. It's wonderful. Thank you, Stephen. Maybe, no, it's all in German. If it conforms with the German purity law of 1516, which means that it's actually law in Germany to only brew with 4 ingredients. That's water, malt, hops and yeast, generally. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I like that beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.